And you know what? This is probably...
Group substitution here for the East. Siakam is checked in for Wembanyama. Ingram comes in for Jason Tatum. Clutch is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Morant in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Adebayo. Durant is out there with James. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Maxey in at the point.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game. These players will ever play in.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Here's Clutch. And another three from the East.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Şengün's checked in for Antetokounmpo. .156 left in the first. Pass to Cunningham. A three-pointer off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Ingram finds Siakam. Here's Clutch. Sinks the three-pointer. Clutch has got 9 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And so James will bring it up for the West. It's a 14-point game. Here's Durant. The chance to pick up the points at the line.
KD is so good at drawing on that rip move that he perfected.
The East making a switch. Fox is checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And he comes up with the deuce. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
The East making a switch. Mobley's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Porzingis, he's checked in for LeBron. Porzingis inside. Mobley's there. Mobley with the block.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And the shot goes down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Back to Fox. Here's Clutch from past the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the East All-Stars feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA. It's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. The West making some changes.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got LeBron James. Durant is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Cunningham in at the 2 guard. Şengün, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Cunningham looking it over. Maxey on the wing. There's the 3. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his 3rd assist on the night. The pass to Clutch. Shoots the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
There's a minute left to play here in the half. Durant, the pass to Cunningham. Over Ingram. Cunningham's shot is off.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Clutch, good.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Maxey kicks to James. And the 3 off target. The East leading by 20. Pass to Clutch. Porzingis with the block.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Lets the 3 fly. And it's there. Nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the East All-Stars in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Evan Mobley is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Clutch. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Fox in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Jokic finds Young.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Brunson against Fox. Here's Clutch.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Brunson against Fox. The kick out to Young.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. It's stolen. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. Here's Brunson. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. And that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
To the wing on the left.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch.
Number 3.
And then Mobley trying to free himself up.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Brunson scanning the floor.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Clutch, defended by Young. Brunson with it. Jokic trying to free himself up. Here's Clutch, defended by Young.
Wow. What can you say?
Number 3.
Now here's Brunson. He kicks it to Young. Mobley with the block. Ingram passes to Şengün.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
Hey, need some help?
Yo!
to work. Here's what we're going to do.